For this next assignment, I'd like you to get into groups of 4. Yeah, that was easy. Can't think of an intro. Alright, let's just do this. The thing about friendships is that when it comes right down to it, most of them start out of necessity. Whether you're starting a new job, meeting a bunch of new classmates, or being roped into the latest trendy cult, we're constantly having to get to know large groups of new people with whom we'll be spending a lot of time, whether we like it or not! The point is, we're pack animals. People need other people. But we're often forcibly jammed into situations with these other people, so either you learn to like them, or you become one of those crotchety assholes who shows up with a bad case of the Mondays. I want some friends, these are the options I have, so these are gonna be my friends. It ain't fucking rocket science.
College Nerd Squad, Dave, more Dave, hot girl, the other one.
So there was me, Dave, and then Dave, the other Dave, and Nola, who I admit I may have had some feelings for, and Cheesecake. Yeah, that's what we called them. We seemed to form a nice little group together. Between Dave and me, there's probably enough sarcasm and commentary to annoy people in neighboring classes. Nola would surprise us with sassy one-liners, and Cheesecake would be content to laugh and agree. Only we wouldn't sit together in all our classes. For some of them, we'd barely acknowledge each other's presence. You don't realize it at the time, but you're still keeping your options open, playing the field before you go steady with this new group of friends. You don't want to just rush out and get matching BFF necklaces. It was easy not to think about it. After all, on that first day, we'd sat down without knowing each other, and now that seating plan was forever burned into everyone's subconscious. An unwritten law passed down for generations from the pack elders. Isn't it crazy how people have their spot after even just one day? Their territory marked with a single pass. The message clear to the rest of the herd. This ain't fucking kindergarten, guys. Say whatever the hell you want. And while we're at it, do you ever notice in that first week there's always like that one person who raises their hand to go to the bathroom while everyone else holds back their laughter? That's not related, I just think it's funny. You never can be sure just how a circle of friends is gonna work out when you first meet. One minute you're looking across the room at them thinking what strange creatures they are. These new humans I've never seen before. But a few days later, you're disappearing into the countryside with them to look for interesting textures you can photograph for reference, not even because you particularly need to, but just because it's something to do. Who are these total strangers? Why am I doing things for them and telling them the private details of my life? Is this a setup for a murder-suicide? Is there someone in the audience right now telling me not to go in there? Well, it's because for one reason or other, this is your new pack. These wild animals in people costumes. Hairy, smelly, violent, greedy, gestating and digesting, secreting liquids and oozes, shedding flesh and fur. All this precariously hidden under a thin drapery of cloth and diction. Just like you. And you're here together now, working to feel normal in an entirely abnormal situation. What am I? A lot of people feel like they can't find friends who are just like them, and that any other relationship would be a waste of time and energy. How can I relate to someone who doesn't like the exact same things I do in the exact same amounts? You can go online looking for people with similar interests, but we make most of our friends because they're who we're stuck with. So you better open up to them and get to like them, and see yourself in them. Or you'll end up completely alone, painfully aware of all the very good reasons to hate these wild, disgusting creatures that are just like you.
It's over!